All right. Good morning, tribe, and welcome to the Donut Shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbruggen, hanging out here in Ravenscar, my backyard. Don't actually have donuts. Do have coffee. No donuts. I could really go for a donut. I don't need a donut, though. That's what I keep telling myself. Hey, good morning, Melanie. Bright and early. Yeah, so another day. Was it today? Wednesday. Wow, Wednesday. Hey, good morning, Terry. Yep. Sherry, good morning, Sherry. Hey, Jacqueline. How's it going over there in East Texas? So, sad day here at the Weather Hold. The girls officially started their first day of school, so off they drove in my old truck in their school uniforms and their masks, and off they went. And it was hard to believe, but so be it. Hey, Christina. Hey, Joe. Good morning. Yeah, Melanie, at least you were asleep. Usually you're like, awake at 4 a.m. Hey, Tina. How's school going, Tina? Mm-hmm. First day of school for your last baby. I was thinking today, it's like the last first day of school for my older one. Weird. I'm telling you, goblins snuck in the middle of the night, stole the cute little babies, and replaced them with beautiful young women. Hey, good morning, Surrender. So, you're heading into, okay, so you can't see us, you can only hear us. Hey, Tina, so do you start classes today, Tina? And actually, I shouldn't, ask you questions if you're driving. Hey, Amanda. First day for you, Veronica. No, I got the song Veronica in my head. Thank you, Sharon. Blessings for the girls as they start the school year. Yeah, it's going to be a weird one. So the school, they're both going to the same high school, and the whole school is being monitored. The first week, they're just doing half days, and just to make sure everything, their cleaning protocols and everything are good. And then from there, we'll see what happens. Hey, good morning, Susan. Been visiting the old stomping grounds at Spring Branch, Scarborough High School area. Cool. Good morning, Cleo. Good morning, Kevin. It's kind of funny. So Memba Weather, the younger one, she has astounding executive skills. Whereas Mini Weather is, a little more on the artistic side. And so Memba Weather is pretty much taking control of making sure Mini Weather has all her stuff and has everything organized and so forth. She's basically being a sub mom, if you will. So yeah, the school, it is automatic sent home for the day if you are seen without your mask. So, I mean, if you other than, I guess, eating, they took out all the cafeteria tables and just have individual chairs set 10 feet apart in the cafeteria. And so the kids cannot move the chairs. The kids cannot be close to each other. So, they can remove their mask during the eating time. But the rest of the time, yeah, anytime the student is seen without a mask or lifting the mask or doing any anti-mask stuff, supposedly they are sent home. Hey, Terry. Hey, good morning, Chris. Yep, Terry. So, the early reports are in, man. The people are saying, yeah, they're living up to my claims. So I think you're going to like it, especially in memory and recall. I find it to be particularly beneficial. I can actually remember some of the neighbors' names. Pretty cool. Yep. Oh, good morning, Julie. So we'll see. There was an interesting article today in the Science News about young people in the COVID-19 and why they still seem to be less susceptible. And it comes down to that CE2 enzyme, that the virus uses to enter the cells, and kids are particularly low in that enzyme. So, yeah, it's a pretty disciplined school. So, as Kimberlyn says, "Oh wow, well that's one way to get discipline back in school." I mean, it's a Catholic high school. They still have the high power nuns doing crowd control. Hey, good morning, Stacy. Good morning, Nancy. How are you doing up there, Nancy? It's still hot and humid down here. Little beads of sweat on my forehead. So we'll see. Like I said, we'll see how this week goes. The school has already said like there's not going to be any dances the first semester or any of the social things. All the sports and all that is stopped. Kind of a bummer for a senior year. Good morning, Patrick. The one of the big events each fall is the parent-child dance, like in my case, the daddy-daughter dance, and it's always the cowboy theme, or the Western theme. And I was thinking, yeah, that could be fun. I get to go with both girls, and Minnie Weather is always excited to have me come to school with her. Mambo Weather, the younger one, she wants me as far away as possible. So be it. Susan, you have a brother that teaches at St. Thomas High Catholic School of Music. Not good online. Yeah, I can't imagine teaching music online because you really need the audio and the hearing and the seeing and being able to focus whose instrument isn't doing well. There was another interesting article in the news this morning that the freshman class of Harvard, 20% of the incoming freshman class has decided to defer for now and are not going. They may attend next year or the years after. Apparently, once you're in Harvard, my wife is explaining to me that once you're in Harvard, or if you're accepted to Harvard, it's an indefinite acceptance. Like, even if you don't go that first year or whatever, you are always welcome. She didn't go to Harvard, but she's the type of person that would know things about Harvard. So that's kind of interesting. Hey, good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Charleser. Nancy, super hot and dry here. I would take super hot and dry over super hot and humid, but alas, God doesn't give me the choice. Hey, good morning, Deborah. We're talking about how many people here have their kids going off to school today, and in particular have seniors. I'm curious, as it's nothing has quite prepared me for the mix of emotions that I'm feeling today. But so be it. I'm assuming as mixed as those emotions are today, at the end of the school year, they're going to be even more. But so be it. I'm excited because one of the schools that Minnie Weather is applying to is South Dakota State University, my alma mater. I really want her to go up there. Hey, good morning, Donna. Bright sun. Is there heat alerts here in Houston area too? Amanda. So senior remote schooling is starting tomorrow. Yeah, my word to everyone. Everyone's internet connection is probably going to go tomorrow as all these kids start coming back online for the remote schooling. 5th grader and homeschooling a 2nd grader. Good to do. Oops, done. Let's just see. Nope, a junior who starts on the 17th. Junior is traumatizing enough. Yeah. Because is he or she driving yet? Because that adds to it. The seeing your child drive off in your vehicle is also a point of strong emotions. Ugh, Carrie, man, hope you stay hydrated. Lots and lots of water. Yeah, Sharon, I'm pretty sure every Monday, every Friday, I'll be just watching the calendar just fly by and going, but I'm not ready yet. Hey, Jonathan. So you lost one. Hey, so the one that graduated last year, what's she doing? Is she working or going to college or? I'm curious. Whoops. Empty nester. Christina, the sister just graduated a few months ago, so off schedule type thing. Oof. Empty nesters. I'm not ready to be an empty nester. So back in Minnesota, the couple next to my dad's, or well, my parents' place. Is Dad here this morning? I haven't seen Dad. After they ended up empty nesters, they went out and adopted 2 kids and started over again. So they, I don't know if we'll do that. They were a very young couple, though. So I think they started having kids in 22 or something. Oh, Louisiana State, cool. So Christina Brock, that's your sister then that's going to Louisiana State? Nice. Yep, Deborah. Yeah. Handing the keys and them knowing, I know how to do this. You've been teaching me. And it's like, yeah, I've been teaching you. It's, actually the Mrs. Weather handled all the driving training. So I have faith in the ability of my kids to drive. Mrs. Weather is very cautious. One of the better compliments that Minnie Weather gave Mrs. Weather is that during the driving training for like a year and a half that they were doing, and all the practice driving and everything, not once did Mrs. Weather scream and try and grab the wheel. So there's that. Patrick, let's see. My daughter is a teacher in Midland, and as of Monday, the teachers didn't have a plan from the district. That's scary. Yeah, it's. I don't know. This is going to be like the lost generation. I don't know what's going to happen, and the students. Yoga and exercise, yeah, that's cool. And then Minnie Weather has taken an online kickboxing class. One of the big reasons that the younger one, Mamba Weather, wanted to stop homeschooling and go to high school was for more social interaction, and now they can't socially interact. So, oh well. Chris, any updates on the China seeds? No. I've been trying to find information on that, and the last I heard, the USDA has identified some, and it was just a huge. Sorry, there's a mosquito flying around. A huge mixture, everything from citrus seeds that we saw to different weed seeds, and just lots of random seeds. So the working theory that it probably is just the mail order scam, sending cheap substitutes for expensive stuff, is probably most likely. They haven't identified any particular diseases that I know of on the seeds, but they're still asking people, please do not plant them. Mosquito. Yeah. Foster care. That's a good idea. That's a heartbreaking thing. One of my old bosses was a foster family, and they loved it, but like every 8 months they got their heart tore out. Oh man, Dawn, the roofers coming today? That's going to be hot. At least they're not like the asphalt roofers. I wonder if I can. Yeah. Oh well. You'll just have dark and dangerous looking Merriweather. Yeah. Roofing. That's going to be hot. Okay, cool. Jonathan, so junior college and working a job. And that's from an economics point of view, that is the smart way to do it. Get your core subjects out at some cheap, local community college or whatever, and make sure they transfer, and then transfer the second 2 years to really focus in on your major at a good school. Let's see. Random masks coming from China. Oh boy. I had not seen that. I am not surprised. Let's see. Mosquito. Deborah, I took driver's ed at 13 and got my unrestricted license at 14. I kept thinking of how I should not have been driving at 14. Well, in a farming community, we're driving tractors, we're driving the big trucks and all that at age 11. So 14, if you weren't driving by then, you were kind of looked down upon as there was something wrong with you. But that's one thing, driving out, age 12 out in a farming community, everyone knows you, everyone recognizes the truck, everyone knows to give the big vehicles lots of space. Whereas in like Houston or suburbia, yeah, maybe a 12-year-old driving is not a good idea. Oh man, Jonathan, you got a ways to go. A 6-year-old, 12-year-old, and a 15-year-old. Mrs. Weather and I have kind of discussed what it will be like being an empty nester. And apparently what I thought maybe he or she and I could do was not quite what she thought we should do. But we'll see. Oh, heck yeah. So, Nathan, technical trade school is also a good fallback. One of the things I kept pushing and pushing is I want both my girls to go to welding school, like during the summer, between like in college or something, and pick up either welding or AC or some trade like that. Yes, definitely. So they have a secondary fallback. We're always going to need plumbers. We're probably always going to need welders, that sort of thing. And there is damn good money in that. I've reached the conclusion, and this is just me, that a college education, unless you're going into one of the hard sciences or engineering or something like that, maybe not necessary. Go to a trade school, auto mechanics, something where you are repairing stuff, fixing stuff, keeping this infrastructure together. That's where it's going to be at. Oh, okay. Here's a good question. I need to. I need to memorize it. Okay, so the burdock root. So there are 200 milligrams of dried, freeze-dried, powdered burdock root. So 200 milligrams per capsule, 4 capsules, 800 milligrams per day. And then it was, what did you also want? The milk thistle? Okay, and the milk thistle is also 200 milligrams. In the milk thistle, it is actually the extract, the active ingredients. Traditionally, milk thistle was taken as a tea. And so we've done the hot water extraction of the milk thistle, taking out the silmarin, drying that, powdering and adding it. So you get 800 milligrams of that. So the amounts were based on the scientific studies of how much you need to actually have an effect on the average human. And okay. So that's why they're a total of 800 milligrams of burdock root and 800 milligrams of the milk thistle extract per day. And just to go, one other thing, the flax seed is in there because there are the oils in the flaxseed make the milk thistle and the burdock more digestible. So they're there to help with the bioavailability. The burdock is in there because it is a very potent liver activator. So there's a lot of studies, and the FDA does not support this. This is not, I don't have my sign. This is not meant to diagnose, treat, or cure any diseases. But the burdock root speeds up the overall functioning and enzymatic actions of the liver to break down toxins in your body, including fat deposits. So the burdock root there is to speed up the action of the liver. The milk thistle is there to protect and maintain the cellular, the liver cells, if you will. So I always have to be very careful that I don't say something the FDA doesn't approve of, because then they can shut us down. So hopefully that helps you understand what it's in there for. And I kind of talk fast, but burdock to speed up the action of the liver, and the milk thistle to overall protection of the liver. Yep, first vehicle, a farm-all tractor. Cool. Let's see. Oh, heck yeah. So one of my buddies is a very small guy, and he went to welding, excellent welder, made a lot of money welding. But he, being a really small guy, they sent him like into the pipes to do the welding in there and into the enclosed the places, because he had, he can maneuver. And so he said, he spent, the first 5 years of his welding career breathing metal fumes, and wonders what sort of effect that's going to have on his life. So that's the one thing I'm a little concerned about, because both my girls, they could slither into a small area and weld away, but then they're breathing the fumes. So, toss up. That will be awesome. Here's to your plans, Jonathan. That was one of the thoughts I had, and Mrs. Weather, her thought was like, I wouldn't even have to leave the bedroom. I could just live up here. And it's like, but world, lots of world. And she's not interested in the world so much. She's a creature of comfort. Well, maybe I'll join you on the world tour there, Jonathan. Yep. Most definitely, Melanie. Yeah, and you would be an awesome welder too. I mean, especially with your blacksmithing capabilities and all that. I wonder how much, I need to look in again how much welding school is, because I think there's some welding schools that will pay you to learn to weld, and then like for the first 3 years of your employment as a welder, they get like 10% of your paycheck or something like that. Kind of like some of the coding schools are doing right now. Yep. As we look back, as Maxine, good friend Maxine, as we look back, the only thing that you can do for a career is something you totally enjoy, not just the money. Okay, Maxine, I'm going to disagree with you on that. And I am of the thing, there's you do what you have to do to make money and be comfortable and support the family. And maybe it's different for me because I'm the sole breadwinner for a family of 4. So it's always been do what I can, whatever job, no matter how sucky it is, to make sure there's house above, food on the table, no, that my family has no fear. And then on the side, I do the fun things. But of course, now with Medicine Man Plant Company, I am actually doing what I love. And since it is 7:50, okay, there we go. It is time for the group take. I'm going to start with the brain pill today. So 2 of the brain pill in the morning, and then 1 later today. Sage. And then everyone with the liver pill. 2 of those now and 2 later. You can take all 4 now, but I like spreading it out through the day. So they're, your basic capsules. Mm. Ah. All right. Yeah, so work for what you love, not for the money, is what employers tell you to make you happy being underpaid. Yeah, can't argue with that. Ooh, this is good information from Mike. How you doing, Mike? Even with PPE, personal protection equipment, welders typically suffer eyesight damage from long-term exposure. Huh? That makes sense. Um, Especially, I know a lot of welders who don't practice 100% safe, welding goggle mask activities. But yeah, that's still, even then, that's a good point, because if you're welding, there's also usually people welding around you. You're probably not the only welder, and so even then, you're going to be constantly catching glimpse of the UV. So that's good information there, Mike. Need something to think about that. Oh, cool! You taught yourself to weld. I may have to employ you, Melanie. Whew. It's getting hot out here. Yep. Make the money that is needed, then fun things on the side. Heck yeah, Nathan. Keep working on that. Man, plumbing, AC, all those. I mean, it's work, but it pays really well. I mean, there should be Mike Rowe, the dirty jobs guy. He should be like mandatory watching, like during study hall in schools. They just need to have his stuff, playing on infinite repeat. Yeah, yeah, you would think I will say, when she was younger, she had a rich aunt that took her around, not all over the world, but multiple trips to Europe and things like that. And so she's pretty much done seeing the world. She's seen everything that she felt like seeing. She's, oddly enough, she's not into uncomfortable adventure. So, like this Sunday, we're going up to visit Uncommon Bees, and she's a little concerned because like they have an outhouse instead of an actual bathroom and stuff, and so she's really iffy about that. Oh well, but she has many other skills. There is mysteries, but I like to think there's still unknowns in the world. All right, Surrender, you got a 9 a.m. meeting? Tell them I said hi. Hey, you'll wow them with the brain pill. Mm, 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 mm. Like I said, one of the best things about having these available now, the liver pill and the brain pill, is my coffee is back to tasting like coffee. It's the little things in life. I need to get some. Unfortunately, the whole coronavirus shut down my favorite coffee shop that had over in Old Town Spring, the Liquid Bean, and they had the most amazing coffees. All these, and so for like birthdays and Father's Day, or my birthday and Father's Day and Christmas, I told the wife and kids, okay, just start at the top. They probably had maybe 20, 24 different types of coffee. And then anytime you want to get me a gift, get me just a 1 pound bag, from this wall. Just work your way down the wall. And it was the best coffee, and now they're shut. Oh, hell yeah. Whoops. Garbage men? Oh, heck yeah. And I was one of those kids that would see the garbage men drive by and hanging on the back of the truck and thinking, that's a cool job. And especially the garbage men in the small town and so forth, on the garbage truck, they had a spot where, if they saw something interesting before the compactor crushed it all, they would take it out and hang it on the side of the truck. And so there'd be like pots and pans and, interesting doodads hanging from the truck that when they got to the end of the shift, they were going to like take home and try and fix or use or whatever. So it seemed like a great job, but yeah, especially in a city area. Now in the winter in Minnesota, oh yeah, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. But even here in the summer, it's doable. But yeah, my garbage men, they're yeah. Let's see. What was it? Yeah, the garbage men. I mean, if they're friendly. They're waving hi. They're happy to see me. I'm happy to see them. It's good stuff. I will say, Patrick, that the same issue is with the degree. Once you're like 50 and above, if you get laid off from, a chemistry job or something like that, it's really, really, really hard to find something else. A good friend of mine works for Chevron. He's 60 and he's expected to be laid off this week. And they won't bridge him to 65. There's like a 5-year gap where no one's going to hire him. And, he's hoping maybe he can pick up some consulting gig or something like that. Huh. Actually, that's like on par with Bucky's. I'd still rather be a garbage man. Man, the muscles too. I'm jealous of the muscles. Oh man, your city will not let the garbage man keep anything that's been thrown away. I wonder why not. I don't know if there's safety concerns or something. Whoop, whoop. Okay, it is 8:00. So just stop that. Okay. So just a update. So like I said, over on Amazon, the brain pill and the liver pill are available. The immune pill is in transit to Amazon, so it is supposed to arrive around Friday. And then it could take Amazon about a week to get that in inventory, but the immune pill will be here soon. All right, tribe. Thank you. Thank you. Always a pleasure. I felt like I talked more than I listened today. Sorry about that. But hey, oh, Kathleen, you're actually here. Cool. All right, people. Have a great day. Stay safe. Know you are loved. Know you are treasured. The tribe is here. All right. Oh, also remember Merriweather's World is now moved to Thursdays because tonight is the one day a week where the whole family doesn't have other activities. So yay, family night. Probably play Munchkin or something like that. But then Merriweather's World will be tomorrow. We'll be talking about Hackberry. All right, everyone. Great time. Love you. See you tomorrow. End broadcast. Drink coffee. All right. Bye.